Hey guys, thanks for checking me out. Welcome back to another video. And today I want to show you a Blu-ray box set that I picked up. And I have two Twilight Time titles, and then I have two horror toys I want to show you guys. And I want to give three shout outs as well in this video. And the first one is to Rocco Balboa, who lives over in the country of Georgia. And I want to thank you, sir, for supporting me, and I enjoy the conversations we have on Facebook, and you've been kind of bugging me to do a video. So here, this video is dedicated to you. And Rocco does not have a YouTube channel just yet, but he said maybe by next year he'll have one. So I'll be glad to check that out when you do get one, Rocco, and I wish you the best of luck with that. And the second shout out is going to be to Sammy, who is Falagar, and I'm going to leave his link down below. And then also I would like to shout out Thomas Pissinger, who is a good buddy of mine now, and he likes to he's been spending a ton of money lately, man. I got to give you props, because you're getting all kinds of great swag right now, and I really enjoy it when you share it with me. So don't think that you're bugging me, man. I mean, I do enjoy seeing that shit. So I want to give you a shout out, and I'm going to link these guys down below because I want you guys to go check out Thomas's channel and Sammy's channel, and give them some support. And Thomas is just starting out, so he's at the stage where he's only getting a couple views per video. And I told him it just takes time, man, and believe me, your channel will take off. So I will link those guys down below. I encourage you all to please go and sub them and check out their stuff, and show them a little support, make a friend. So the first little box set thing that I got here is a special effects collection, and I picked this up on Screen Archives I pre-ordered it about a couple months ago, but it came out last week, I think. And this has the 4 titles of Mighty Joe Young, Them, Son of Kong, and The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. And this title right here was Ray Harryhausen's first film in control of special effects. So that's kind of a landmark in film history, and I enjoy the film. It's really good. I had to take it out before I did this video because it comes in this little hard slip box here. It's pretty hard, pretty sturdy. But this thing is very hard to pull out, and I wouldn't have been able to do it with one hand, so I had to do it prior to filming here. And I like the way that it comes in like a little digibook style packaging. And here you have Son of Kong from 1933, and this is the sequel to King Kong, and they were both filmed in 1933. And this is more of a lighthearted, almost a comedy. It's like a little baby Kong, and I thought it was pretty good. And it's only about an hour long. I think it's like an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes, which was a perfect length for this film, and it did have pretty nice special effects. And then here is Mighty Joe Young, and this is kind of like the original King Kong trilogy. You had the first King Kong, Son of Kong, and then Mighty Joe Young. People say that that's the original trilogy, but I didn't have a chance to check this one out just yet, but I did watch this one. And this was, like I said, this was Harryhausen's first. This was his first gig as the head special effects guy, and he did a great job. And I like the way that this film. I like the premise of the film, where they're doing nuclear testing in in Antarctic region, and they disturb a monster below, and I thought it was really, really good. I have not had a chance to watch Them yet, but that'll be next. And then the fourth one, that was the fourth one. And it just comes like this little digibook style packaging. I like it. And then here on the back was the J card with all the information about the films. The Son of Kong did not have any special features, but The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms did, and those are the 2 that I watched so far, so I can't speak on the other 2 yet. But I do recommend picking this up. This box set was $53 for 4 films, or if you get them separately, they're $20 a piece. So you're saving almost $30 if you buy it in a box set here. The 2 Twilight Time titles I picked up were Ombre, and this is a Paul Newman film. It's a Western. I have not opened it and watched it yet, but I know this was the stock for this one is dwindling, pretty fast, and they're almost out of this title, so I thought I'd go ahead and pick it up. It's a Western from 1967, limited to 3,000 pieces, so I figured, what the heck, I do love Westerns, so I'll be glad to add that to my collection. And again, with this one too, the Young Lions, it's limited to 3,000, and the stock is dwindling on this one, and they're almost out of both of these. So I went ahead and picked them up now. And I bought these a couple weeks ago, and Twilight Time was having a sale where certain titles were $10 off, which these fell into that sale. So I thought, what the hell, you know, for 20 bucks each, and they're almost out of print, I'll go ahead and pick these up. And this is a military film, and it has Dean Martin in it. Can't really go wrong with that. And I have not watched this yet, but I have heard that this is a really nice transfer, and it looks really, really good. So I'm glad to put those in my collection. And I did pick up 2 toys recently. I was actually going to show this one in my last update, and I forgot about it. So I'll go ahead and show it in this update. This is Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. This is a NECA toy, and this is with the cloth clothing. And it comes with another sculpt of his face, so you can interchange them if you want to. But I never take my toys out of the package, so they're going to sit in there. I like it. I mean, it looks nice just like that. It's a nice display. And then you can see his glove and his dirty hat, and you can see the scene from the movie where the nails come right out of his skin. And I thought Part 2 was a really good sequel to Part 1, and I thought some of them got silly later on, but they're all very enjoyable. And then there you can see how you can pose them if you take them out. There's different ways you can put his hat on and his different gloves. And so that is Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. And then the last toy I picked up, I'm sure a lot of you guys got this. I know Thomas Pissinger got this one and a couple days ago, and I got mine today. And this was on my wish list for a while, but after I saw his, I had to grab this because I think it's gonna. I'm surprised at how cheap this was, that it's not sold out yet. I think with shipping this came to $24. But the cool thing about this, it's another Jason Voorhees from the video game series. But when you open up the top flap here to reveal the toy, it plays theme music from the video game. You and your friends are dead, game over. And this is from the Nintendo Entertainment System game from the early 90s, I believe it was. Maybe late 80s, somewhere in that era. And then there you can see, it's supposed to be Jason's mom right there, Pam. I'm not sure if you guys can pick that up. And then of course you know that the video game had Jason in purple clothes with a light blue mask. But I think that's pretty cool that when you open up the flap, there's a little speaker down in the bottom left-hand corner down there by my thumb. And I think there's like a little light sensor, so when you open up the panel, it plays the music. So for $24, I mean, and this is a replica of what the game looked like when you bought it on the NES. So I thought that was really cool too. And then here's the side. Might as well give you guys a little overview of it. And then there's the back. There's what his face looks like without the mask. And then you get a machete and an axe, and then there's his mother. I believe that's supposed to be Pam. I can't really tell. It says floating head, but on the back here it says, it all takes place out at Crystal Lake, that pleasant little camp where happy children of all ages go to spend a fun-filled summer. But summer will be different. The fun will have to wait. Jason has decided to come to camp, and terror is the only game they'll be playing. Don't think that hiding in a cabin or staying adrift in a canoe will keep you safe. The only way to survive this summer is to challenge Jason face to face and destroy him. Don't worry that it hasn't been done before. There is always a first time. Well, not always. So that's pretty cool. And as any of you collectors out there may know, This game is very hard to get, the original game that comes complete with a box and instructions. And the ones that are sealed are going for well over $100. I think they're even around 200 for the game itself. So I thought that was a nice little collectible to add to my collection. So that is my little pickups for this week. So Rocco, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to leave some links down below, so please go check those guys out. And take care, guys. I'll catch you next time.